Hi, this is Weekly Reflections, and I'm Nancy Joy. Last week was our full moon, sort of an eclipse on early Thursday morning, and I certainly felt things. It was a strange week. I've heard this from so many people. It feels like we shifted timelines or something's different, whatever. We go in waves of that, don't we, through these times. Anyway, quickly, want to remind everyone in the New York metropolitan area that I'll be in Nyack, New York. There'll be a free night Friday night for everyone to come, like a channeling circle, get acquainted, get to know me and Ezekiel. And then there'll be a 5D emotional healing retreat in an incredible, beautiful place in Nyack on Saturday, one day long, from 9 to 6. And private sessions on Sunday, and I would love to meet you. So please check it out on my website. All right, onward we go. I'm calling this Reflections Impossible Possibilities in Wonderland. And I have a quote from Alice in Wonderland, Lee Carroll's amazing book, where he was so terribly perceptive in such a very funny way. And it's from when the Queen is talking to Alice, and she says, "I dare say you haven't had much practice. When I was your age, I always did it for half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast." Gotta love it, right? I think we all agree that change and chaos, we've talked about it in many reflections, is upon us in the weather, economically, medically, education, terrorism, all of it, especially these whacked out U.S. elections going on right now. You name it, the personal challenges and awakenings are going full force in our lives. On every level, things are falling apart. We've talked about deconstruction and regrouping, and then doing it again, and then doing it again. It's like you're walking on Jell-O. At least that's what I feel a lot of the times. And the thing is, your mind wants to predict what's going to happen, and it wants to predict the changes. But your mind's never correct, right? Whatever plans you're making, whatever predictions you're making for your life, your soul, especially during these times, is going to make sure that this planet shifts, and we are awakened ones are part of that. So nothing changes as our minds plan, but only as our hearts truly create from our desires and our dreams. And they are, of course, created by our imagination, right? Imagination is the tool of the heart, and the heart never says that anything's impossible. But the mind wants to keep you very, very confused, because you can't get much done waiting around in your confusion, balancing on Jell-O, right? So you find yourself in the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. But the answer to this is just to create your own version, as Alice learned to do here. And as in my book, The Wounded Heart, there's a section where I channeled the heart itself. And the heart's message on this is, impossible is a word created to limit me. And I die bit by bit when you move into complacency, feeling that your dreams are impossible. Imagination makes all things possible, and it is my tool of creation, the hearts. So check it out. There's a link below to it on my website, and as I said, it's in my book, The Wounded Heart. Lee Carroll, he really poignantly understood this as he took Alice into the amazing chaos and inconsistencies she found in Wonderland, which we are presently finding in our own lives and on our planet, are we not? I think so. And anyway, so if we can steadfastly believe in the impossible, we really do begin to shift what's going on, and it certainly makes us feel so much better. So many of the things in the new earth that we're waiting for, the prosperity package and revaluation and medical healing everywhere for everyone, and freedom, and all those things, teleportation, everything, free energy, It all seems in this chaotic wonderland of ours impossible. And yet, there is something in our hearts that knows how very, very real all those things already are when we're out of this illusion and into our own truth and our knowing. So I'm finding here, what I'm telling you is this is working. I'm finding that if I can shift myself in the midst of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party into seeing all the amazing possibilities that are already created in my heart, it brings balance, integration, and comfort. Brings comfort. That's what we're all looking for, right? So trusting the impossible as we dance into this shift is more fully creating what it is we want. In other words, where the illusion is showing us economic collapse, we see abundance. Where the illusion is showing you you may lose your job, you may lose your home, transform it into an opportunity to live your passion and love your life. No matter what life seems to be showing you that's wrong, create out of it an impossible right. That's really powerful. No matter what your life seems to be showing you is wrong, through your heart, through your imagination, create out of it an impossible right. None of those things are impossible. 100 years ago, we didn't believe we'd be flying. Well, it's a little over 100 years now, but we didn't believe we'd be flying. Who would have ever believed that we'd have all this technology we have? So it just shows you that when things seem incredibly chaotic, disturbed, and mad completely, it's an opportunity, isn't it? It really is. So find your impossible rights out of the wrongs right now in your life and catch the magic. Have a super, super great week. And once again, Nyack, New York, check it out, please, on my website. Mwah. Have a great one. Bye-bye.